Assalamualaikum everyone. Today's new highlights ethical concern involving the Human Resource Information System or HRIS at Optima Solutions Sedia Berhad. The company recently introduced a new HRIS to improve employee management, including attendance, payroll, recruitment, training, and performance evaluation. However, several employees have raised concerns regarding privacy and fairness. The many workers feel uncomfortable with the biometric attendance system because they believe it invades their privacy and creates pressure in the workplace. In addition, the Human Resource Department reportedly share employee performance data without proper consent, causing dissatisfaction and loss of trust among staff. The company automated recruitment system has also been criticized for potentially creating unfair candidate selection. Furthermore, employees claim that their training records were used for performance evaluation without clear communication from management. Experts say organizations must use HRIS responsibly by protecting employee data, ensuring transparency and maintaining fairness in decision making.
Thank you to Nazhan. I am Muhammad Adi Muzaffar bin Muhammad Noor and my number metric is 2512403992. I will be presenting the identification of ethical issues arising from the case of Optima Solutions Sedia Berhad. Based on our analysis, there are 4 key ethical issues that need to be addressed. First, the issue of privacy intrusion. The company utilized a biometric system to track employee attendance constantly. This constant monitoring makes employees feel uncomfortable and overly scrutinized, which directly challenges the right to individual privacy in the workplace. Second, the violation of data confidentiality. We found that the HR department has been sharing employee performance data without obtaining any prior consent from the data owners. From an ethical standpoint, this represents a failure to maintain the integrity of sensitive employee information. Third, unfairness in candidate screening. The implementation of an automated requirement system to filter candidates has raised serious concern regarding fairness. Without transparency in the algorithmic criteria, there is a significant risk of unfair discrimination against job applicants. Finally, a lack of transparency in data usage. The organization is using training data for performance evaluation purpose without clear communication. When information is used secretly for purpose other than its original intent, it severely damages employee trust in the organization ethic. In summary, these 4 issues demonstrate that the HRIS at Optima Solution has not been implemented in a responsible and transparent manner. With that, I will now pass the presentation to Farah. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Nufara Dila binti Anwar. Today I will be presenting the ethical evaluation of high-risk implementation for Optima Solutions. This first slide focuses on how this system ethically impacts our employee. First of all, excessive digital or biometric monitoring damage morale because employees feel constantly watched and distrusted. Additionally, there are deep privacy concerns, where staff worry that their sensitive personal data could be mishandled or leaked to third parties. Lastly, relying solely on algorithms for performance evaluation risks being unfair and causes mental stress, as computers lack human judgment and empathy. Moving on, the second slide explains the business risk if Optima solution fails to address these ethical issues. First, an intrusive system can damage our corporate reputation, making it harder for Optima solution to attract top talent in the market. This ethical friction will also lead to higher employee turnover, which directly drive up recruitment and training costs. Most critically, failing to protect employee data exposed the company to several legal lawsuits and heavy fines under the PDPA 2010. In conclusion, Optima Solutions must strike a balance between adopting new technology and maintaining human oversight and strict legal compliance. That's all from me. Thank you.
Today, I will present about justification of ethical practice in Hris. Hris should be used ethically to protect employer rights and build trust within their organization. Employer information must be managed fairly and securely. There are 4 important ethical values, which are responsibility, transparency, fairness, and accountability. For responsibility, organizations need to ensure employer data is only used for relevant purpose and prevent misuse of information such as performance and biometric record. For transparency, employers should clearly understand how their data is collected, stored, and used in the Hris system. Next is fairness and accountability. Fairness means all employees and job candidates should be treated equally. Human monitoring is important to reduce bias in recruitment and performance evaluation because decisions should not fully depend on the system. Accountability means HR department and management are responsible for ensuring employee data is protected and technology is used ethically. Organizations should also conduct regular monitoring and provide a channel for employees to report privacy issue. In conclusion, ethical Hris practice help improve trust, fairness, and employees' confidence in the organization. That's all for me.
To address ethical issues in Hris, Optima Solutions should implement several improvements. Firstly, the company should establish a clear data privacy policy and obtain employee consent to ensure transparency and trust. Secondly, regular Hris audit should be conducted to prevent data misuse and system bias. Next, HR staff should receive ethic training on quality and proper data handling. Lastly, the recruitment system should be monitored with human involvement to ensure fair and unbiased hiring. Overall, this step will can create a more ethical and trustworthy environment. In conclusion, Human Resource Information System or Hris provides many benefits in improving employee management and organization efficiency. However, the case of Optima Solutions shows the unequal as of Hris can lead to issues such as lack of privacy, transparency, fairness, and accountability. This problem may negatively affect employees and also damage the organization's reputation. Therefore, ethical practices and responsible management are very important to ensure Hris is used fairly and effectively. By protecting employee rights, the organization can maintain trust and create a more positive working environment.